A very bright and a good afternoon from wherever you're watching us from. This is Puya TV and I am Maureen Chepto. Today we have a guest and he will introduce himself. Is one person for sure that many of us may not have seen him because he likes walking behind the cameras, but there is a lot that we want to dip in and know what is he doing and who is he. Welcome so much to our show.
Thank you, Maureen.
And please introduce yourself. What's your name?
The pleasure is mine. I have a name and I have a brand. Which one should I start with?
Start with your name, then your brand.
All right. My name is Yvonne's Washington Juma.
Nice name.
I'm humbled and flattered at the same time. But you can say thanks to my parents, my papa and my mama. But I also have a brand I go by, and it is EJ Washington. I formed this because whenever I go places, you tell someone my name is Yvonne's, they're like, you're what? Yvonne's? Don't have another name? I have, which is Washington. Kwani wewe ni mzungu? Tell them no, I'm an African. So, let me not say I'm a celebrity because I'm not, but I'm a public figure.
Yes.
I'm a politician.
Really?
Yes.
Politician?
Yes.
Will explain everything to us because you see, we didn't even know that he's a politician.
And a businessman.
Awesome.
So in the public, I go by EJ Washington, but personally or legally, what the government knows is Yvonne's Washington Juma. And I'm happy to be here, Maureen.
Thank you so much and welcome to our show today. This is a weekly show and we are so happy to have you today. And I would like just to start by asking, because you've introduced your name and you were saying thank you to your papa and your mama. Where do you come from? Like, what is the name of your village?
Aha. Na usishtuke, sawa? Hakuna kutoroka.
It's okay.
My village, being an African, we go with our father's village. So where my father comes from is where I come from. Otherwise, I am a appointee. Kinyananga Levi, I'm a appointee. So, my mom is from another nation. My dad is from another nation.
Oh God.
Yes. So my dad comes from the Luo nation of Kenya. My mom comes from the Chaga nation, somewhere called Nyegezi, Mwanza, Tanzania. And so I'm a appointee in nusu Kenya, nusu Mtizedi. But my village now, my village now is called Kokwanyo. Can you say Kokwanyo? Somewhere in Kabondo Kasipul, Homa Bay County.
My guest is about to take me to another nation called the Luo Nation, but it's okay. We are so happy to know that.
Yes.
And you know, many a times we tend to say that those people who are public speakers, hawatoki those small village names, you know. But you see, you can be a big person from even that very small village.
I agree with you. PLO. Patrick Lumumba Otieno comes from a village called Sega in Siaya County.
And no one knows.
Mwalimwala Binwala comes from a village called Wangchieng in Kindu Bay. Many, even Uhuru Kenyatta comes from Gatundu. So everybody comes from somewhere.
Yeah, it's very true.
True.
Mr. EJ, let me just say EJ Washington.
Nah.
You are a Kenyan, you are a Tanzanian, but we go by the name EJ Washington. So, Mr. EJ, I'll just want to ask this question because you've already told us where you grew up. I would like to know, what did you study? Like, let's start from the campus point.
Oh, the campus point.
Yeah, the career that you studied.
All right. I enrolled in campus to study law, and I ended up with journalism.
What?
Yeah, so I ended up graduating as a student with Bachelor of Arts in Mass Communication with majors in TV and radio production. But I also did Kiswahili and Mathematics in high school.
Oh, God.
And CRE and everything else in primary school. Yeah, so when I enrolled in campus, I joined the University of Nairobi as a law student. Then when I was in my second year, I got a job at KBC, the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, to voice adverts. I was just going there to voice adverts and they were paying me.
Wow.
And I was rich
Wow.
at second year.
at second year, being a student and you're already
Yes.
working.
And because my parents are no longer alive, I can now say this authoritatively. I missed school for about a year. I never attended classes for about a year. And I didn't
What?
defer.
You didn't defer. How are you trying to cope up with studies as well as having this work of voiceover?
It was not easy for me because number one, I did not know what I wanted at that point. I was just young, born and bred in the village. You come to the city, there's this big lifestyle. You come from a very humble background. I'm one person who at that point had never even held 10,000 with my hands.
Oh God.
Sikuwahi pewa hata school fees nipeleke shule. Then all of a sudden here me, I'm earning over 45,000 per month and I'm still a student, you see. Ikanichanganya
Oh,
na kupiga sherehe.
it happens.
Yes. So,
Especially when you're in campus.
and so that's how I decided to miss classes for like a year also. Then it was during the reign of Professor George Magoha, the current CS for education. Then the CEO at KBC came and said that whoever has not learned media, afutwe kazi huko.
Should go back
Yes.
and study.
Yes.
So that he comes back.
So my
What happened?
my head was on the neck. I didn't want to lose the job. So I faced the CEO. I went to his office and faced him head on. Nikamwambia, I come from a poor family, nilienda kuna na kulia na uongo kidogo kidogo.
Kujitetea.
Akanielewa, but he told me I have to go back to campus. Na sikumwambia I was doing law. So akandikia barua my VC, they were friends. And VC akaniuliza, wewe ni mwalimu student of communication? Nikajina nitafuta communication like kupatikana.
Oh God.
Sikusema mimi ni student wa law.
So you went back, but they didn't know you are not even a student for Bachelors of Communication.
That is it. Because I was already working in a media station, and now I loved what I was doing, and I was doing what I loved. So I realized at that point that this is what I should be doing. So when I went back to the university, I enrolled now as a communication student. Second year, mark you. So first year, yeah, communication.
You didn't go to first year in short.
No. Mimi nilianza second year because I insisted mimi ni student wa second year. Na jina langu inaweza patikana kwa the main university admission, but kwa the school of communication hakuna. I'm like, I admitiwa, I worked hard by the way, because I had to catch up with the rest. I had friends, some which I thank, girlfriend, they helped me.
Are you still with them?
Story for another day.
Story for another day.
Yes. Yale ndwele sipite.
Yeah. So to say this, because I can say you are highly favored.
Hapo.
You are highly favored.
Ongeza volume.
You are highly favored because in our natural circumstances, it's so hard to find somebody who can trust you. You know, like ameangalia ni mwanafunzi umerudi shuleni kusoma alafu anakuambia hi, you can come work with us, you see.
In fact,
you must be
if you allow me, if you permit me, I can talk to students,
yes,
especially the students of mass communication.
Yeah.
You know, mass communication, it's more pragmatic than dogmatic. So you have to give it that kind of approach of a practical nature. It is not what you know, it is what you can do. Knowing is not enough. There is the doing part. So as a student of mass communication, at second year, you should be able to practice whatever you are learning. At second year, you should be able to. You can operate a camera, you can operate a microphone and a mixer. And that is what all broadcast is about. So as you go ahead learning things like media ethics, media law, already you can do the job.
Yeah.
You get me? And if you go to attachment, usiende tu huko kulan, ende huko kufanya kazi. Hata kama wakulipi, we anza kazi.
A very good advice indeed. And Mr. E.J. Washington will stop there at this moment. We are going for a commercial break. And after the commercial break, we shall be back to continue with this weekly show. And remember, today we were with Mr. E.J. Washington. Don't turn off your TV.
mates are better at home with Coca-Cola. Collect 2 golden cups of Coca-Cola, Fanta or Sprite, 1.5 liter with the word win, and 1 golden cup with the word microwave, or 1 with the word Oyster, and you can win a microwave oven or Oyster pots and pans. You also receive a free kitchen utensil with all 1.5 liter twin pack batches. You can collect all for utensils. Visit www.coca-cola.com.bz.
"25 years together."
Welcome back. Remember, this is Pwea TV. So, Mr. EJ, we are back now, and I'll just want to ask about what are the ups and downs in your work?
Wow, ups and downs.
Yeah.
Like every other profession, there are ups and downs. Let me start with ups. Kwanza mshahara, napenda. Journalism pays, and it pays well. It depends with which angle, which level you are in. What is your actually your specialization, area of specialization. There are those who earn more money, anchors, senior reporters. Just like any other profession, there are ranks and their job groups. And then the traveling and the allowances.
Wow.
Napenda kutravel,
Wow.
Yes. So I love the traveling and the allowances. Personally, my hobby is traveling, so that I enjoy. And I just love giving people information. You know, when I was in primary, our motto was, knowledge is power.
Wonderful.
And as a journalist, you know what others don't know yet. When the president calls a press conference, he has talked to us before we tell the whole nation. So who is powerful? You see?
You
So
guys.
when you have the knowledge, you have the power.
Yeah.
And the profession can knock, and any door can be opened to you. Mimi ni mwanahabari. Anywhere you want to go, if you have that press card, you can access anywhere in this republic, including the State House.
Wonderful.
Yes, so those are some of the advantages we get as journalists.
So those are the ups.
Mm-hmm.
What about the downs?
Hata polisi wanatuogopa. Kama journalist, try kusikia mambo ya journalist.
They don't want questions.
No.
That's true.
Then there are also downs. Depending on your area of specialization, you can be sent to risky zones, like if you are to report when there is a war. Al-Shabaab wamehit tu hapo Riverside na umetumwa wewe uende hapo. Na bado wako hapo hajatoka. They are still shooting.
And as Kenyans, you want to see what's happening.
Kwanza huko
We
ndani.
want the report.
Kenyans wanasema si waingie ndani.
Waingie ndani tuone.
So such things can put your life at risk.
Yeah.
Again, security reasons also. Remember, you become a public figure. You don't have protection. You don't have bodyguards.
Yeah.
You go to places, askari wenyewe wanapiga journalists who will protect you. And other challenges also that come. There are people, mental challenges also. The people wakisha kwa ma-celeb, they cannot handle the pressure that comes with it. And something else, there is pressure at the office, at work.
Yes.
You have to deliver in time. So that's also another challenge that people need to deal with.
So wait, before you continue, I would like to ask this question. So how do you manage to deal with the stress at the workplace?
Well, you have to devise a working method for you. Everybody have their own formula. In my case, number one, I do not procrastinate. I don't carry any work forward to tomorrow.
Wow.
Actually, I prefer doing my tomorrow's work today. As much as I'll deliver it tomorrow, but I have done it already. So if I'm to carry any work home, I carry tomorrow's work.
Wonderful.
Yes, not today's work. So for me, that helps. Because you will be given stringent timelines. Maybe you're a reporter, you've just you've been sent to a press conference that has been called at 5 or 6 p.m. By 7 p.m. they want the report to go on air for the 7 p.m. bulletin. So there's a lot of pressure. You have to go there, you have to come back and edit and voice and package it, yeah, for the Swahili news, and redo it again for the English news before you go home. So sometimes you think you could be working for 8 hours a day. No, madam, it could be more. Sometimes you could even work for close to 20 hours a day. So you should be prepared for it. Yeah, as much as someone on the station, you think you work for 4 hours, could even work for longer hours. That's also a challenge.
Thank you so much for availing yourself to the studio today. We really do appreciate, because it means a lot to the viewers and also to us.
The pleasure is all mine.
Thank you so much, and welcome back next time. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is Pwea TV. My name is Maureen Cheptoo.